I'd like for you to meet a young man who God put a dream in his heart to make something happen. And he made a commitment to do that. Alan REISMAN, one of our city commissioners in Leesburg. Al, would you come on up? So Alan.
Yes, PT.
A city commissioner. Now, are you like the youngest city commissioner they've ever had?
There was one previous who beat me by 2 years.
2 years. Wow. How old are you?
33, be 34 in July.
34 in July. Yeah, wow. Now, tell me a little bit about what you do as a city commissioner.
So as a city commissioner, we oversee the budget, the growth in the city, and things like that.
Okay. And so if I understand the way that our system is set up, then that means that in a couple of years you could be mayor.
So yeah, we don't elect a mayor, we take turns. So I'll probably be mayor my third term, my third year.
Mayor Allen, won't that be awesome? Wow. So tell me about how this dream started, because you have a regular job, right?
I do have a regular job.
That pays the money, because being a city commissioner doesn't pay the bills.
It doesn't pay.
So you have a job, what do you do?
I work for Firehawk Helicopters out at the Leesburg Airport.
Awesome, awesome. So now tell me a little bit about how this dream started in you to get involved in political arena, which we should all really pray for you, right? Yeah. How did the dream start?
About 12 years ago, the city commission was making decisions without us knowing. So we didn't want that to happen for our business again, so I made a commitment to start attending every meeting. I think I can count on one hand the amount of meetings I've missed.
Wow.
So I wanted to hold them accountable and get up and speak and fight for what was right.
Wow. And so you ran a couple of years ago. What happened with that?
I ran 2 years ago and I lost.
You lost?
A lot of people questioned me staying committed. Mm-hmm. And I said I wasn't doing it for the recognition. So.
Yeah. So tell me how that, I guess if you have a dream like that, then it becomes really easy when you would run again, right?
Yeah. I saw the need, so I knew it was the right thing to do. So I ran, I've been running for 4 years. Mm-hmm. I never quit running. I always stayed involved. And now you are our representative here. I am. This church is in my district,
yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good.
No, go ahead. How did you not get away from that? I mean, you're a young man. You've got a lot of stuff to do. Why would you want to go to those stupid meetings and hang out with all those liars and friars and people that want to push their way through the good old boy system?
And it was definitely a good old boy system. I hit a ton of roadblocks. This was not an easy thing.
Yeah.
This last election, before I even ran, there was some major roadblocks. I had an opponent who was not doing the right thing, so I sought counsel from you.
Yeah. He's actually lying about where he lived.
He lied about where he lived. He lied on all of his documents. He changed all of his documents the day before qualifying ended. So I sought counsel from Pastor Terry, and
I just said kick his butt.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But I challenged it, and the authority in the city told me to pretty much go pound sand, that they weren't going to do anything.
Wow, that they weren't going to move on it.
They weren't going to move on it.
Even though he's lying, and they knew he was lying.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I kept challenging it and kept pushing and kept pushing. I called all the current commissioners. I was challenging them to do something. One of the current commissioners goes, "You better be careful. That guy could be your boss one day." So I had to write a letter. We were going to have a court meeting at the city hall. And as soon as he knew that he was going to have to come present himself and prove
where he lived
and things like that, he backed out.
Wow, wow. So now you've become a city commissioner. And what are some of the joys, or what are some of the things that you feel like that you've actually been able to accomplish?
Just calling people out, asking the questions. And I really
surely not a junior commissioner. You would hold people accountable.
Yeah, they kind of laugh at me, but then I ask the questions.
Uh-huh.
They're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
but
because you show it on paper.
Yeah,
yeah.
I do the research.
Wow, wow. So, tell me a little bit about what brought you to the Father's house.
A friend brought me here a couple years ago. Grew up in church, was saved at a young age, but I wasn't getting fed there. I was just going to church to go with my parents. And when I found this church, it felt like home.
Wow.
I started getting involved and rededicated my life to God. Amen. And the rest is history.
Now, and in our conversation, You know, you shared with me that it's not just about seeing the right plans and the right procedures, but it's just part of is a care for the people.
For the people, listening to the people, understanding them, meeting them in Publix and having that one-on-one conversation with those people to take their needs to city council.
So what are you doing to guard yourself from being one of those people? You start off as a rookie, you start off with a real sensitive heart for the needs of people. Then what do you have in place that's going to keep you from being a hardened politician that you are only thinking about you, not thinking about the people?
One, I have God on my side.
All right.
And he's checking me. And then I have an accountability team around me as well.
Good. Awesome. So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
So my goal is to do 8 years at city council, and then I'll do 8 years at county. And some have said that maybe even governor. Wherever the Lord takes me.
Thanks, Alan. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Hey, let's give Alan a hand, all right?